your slides, what you want to share with us today. Okay, fire away when you're ready.
I'm going to speak how to spot an object in the sky, and obviously in our context we're looking at the crescent moon or moon. Without any further introduction, I'll just start saying directly what we need to talk about, which is you need two things basically when you locate the moon or any object. If you want to locate, just two things that you need. One is azimuth and one is altitude. That simple is that, azimuth and altitude. And all these two things, what it is a horizontal angle on the horizon, which we all get it from compass, and we all have compasses in our phone, or people used to it, how it works, and etc. So yeah, basically you just need azimuth angle and use the compass. That will tell you which side you're looking at the object. The second thing you need is an altitude. Altitude is basically the elevation in the sky of the object. So meaning from horizon towards the zenith, towards up. And these two things, you just need it's very simple. Nowadays, there are hundreds of apps. You can move my slide if you can. So if you can move the next one. So if you see, if you can point altitude, altitude is basically the height. And azimuth is the horizontal angle on the horizon. And that's it. That's two parameters only, or two information people need. And if you move the next screen, please. If you can, yeah. So what we need is an app to know these two informations. I personally advocate an app called Sun Surveyor. It's available for Android and Apple phones as well. Of course, I'm not saying this is the only good app. There are hundreds of apps. Everyone have preferences. But I have a reason why I say that there are many factors. I don't have time now, but I genuinely recommend people to use this. It has everything that requires for someone to see the moon. It's not one of those advanced apps that we don't need it. I mean, people talk, there's so many advanced apps that you don't need for our subject, and it makes it complicated. This is a good app. So if you point in the bottom, if you move time, date, it will tell you precisely the altitude and azimuth of that time. So basically, this is how everyone gets altitude and azimuth. The next thing that you see is basically the compass. So if you know the azimuth is showing that on the app is 270, point your compass towards 270. That's the side. And then the third app is called clinometer. Clinometer is basically an instrument to know the elevation of anything. So you can these as well download in your phone if you search a clinometer. And from that, you can point your phone towards the sky. So let's say altitude is showing 11 degrees. So point the phone towards the sky, and that will tell you exactly 11 degrees. And that's how you can work it out. Also, I would like to say the best time to practice all these things is not when moon is available in the sky, and when usually you can see them. I mean, another two days later, all we will be able to see the moon in daytime, and then after full moon, you'll be able to see easily in the night sky. So when moon is easily visible, that time you practice those applications, azimuth how to use, and altitude how to use. So when actual days come, you're able to execute, and you are familiar with these features and how it works. When you use azimuth as well, a compass, I mean, obviously compass, when you use the manual compass, and if you're around any magnetic things, is gonna fluctuate, and it won't give you the easy reading. So you need to get used to compass as well. If you use a compass in your phone, then again, there's the calibration issues. So often we hear people complains that, oh, it doesn't show me correct way, but that is to do with, as I just said. So I advise people to use Google Street View map, which is available in the Sun Surveyor app. So if you see in my picture, the first picture is basically a Google picture but the app is showing where the moon is from standing from that location. So it gives you very accurate position in the sky, the which side from, and it's giving all that, the image, and then you can work it out. And use the clinometer to point in the sky. So these things you use and get used to these features when moon is easily available in the sky. I mean, my time is probably up, so I cannot go longer, but I know this is very brief, but honestly, to spot the moon is very simple. You just need two things, azimuth and altitude, and which you get from these apps, and job done. You can use, there is an app called windy.com, which would, you can get all kind of informations on weather, whether it's rain, whether it's clouds. These are the main thing, really, or rain that you're looking at. But however, it's a bit, you need experience, you need to know, you need to get used to it, how to use app. But this is not the session where we talk in detail, maybe some other time. But you can start again. Another thing that we can get used to it is using this Windy app.
I also use windy.com, and it's quite accurate, mashallah. It's
the same
very
thing,
accurate.
yeah.
And it's highly recommended. So you can